like the argument against actives, the main ones that I've heard or about keeping them, which there's only like one or two people that I know of that are wanting to keep them, is the fact that he wants, like, if someone's in a 3v1 situation and they're the one, he wants them to have a chance. Well, if actives are there, then the other three people can also have actives. Yeah. And then the situation is the same, because then he has actives and they don't have actives. Sure, he can take them down with maybe one shot or maybe two, but he's still gonna have to be relatively close. You know what I mean? If it's really gonna be with shotgun, like, you can lancer someone, like, you can do all the same stuff if actives are gone, as now the actives are still there. Like, it would be the same result.
Yeah.
Because you have to be the better player regardless to really come out of that situation. Actives aren't going to be the determining factor.
Well, they shouldn't be.
Exactly. And 90% of the time, if you're in a 3v1, what is the reason why you don't clutch that 3v1? Because you get actives hard as fuck by a shotgun. Because you're trying to get some space or something, running from somebody, or two people, or all three of them, and they're sitting there hitting you with active shotgun shots from 10 plus feet away, and it's just it's not even just chipping away, it's hitting you from large amounts of health. Like, you're usually down fairly quickly.
Yeah.
The answer is the same way. Like, you're at a more disadvantage, in my opinion. And then the other argument about keeping actives is just that, which it's a dumb argument in my opinion, is that, well, that's just how Gears is. That's what it's supposed to be. It's like, you're not wanting the damage bonus. You're not arguing for that. You're arguing for the feel. Like, you know how, like, in Judgment, how the actives were gone, and you had that lame little reload thing.
Well, I think that would be fine. To keep, I'm saying.
Well, no, I meant like in Judgment how, like, the active reload thing is different. If they took off, like, the active bonus damage and left the little mini game reload thing where you hear the sound, you hear your guy, you know, aesthetically say shit yeah or whatever from getting their active, that is what I think those people are wanting. And that's what I wanted. That's one of the huge things that, like, that was such a small thing, but the feel of Judgment was so off just from that small thing to me. Like, it was a huge part of the atmosphere of the game that just kind of ruined it, which, I mean, there's a lot of other things in Judgment that went wrong, but that was one thing I don't think a lot of people really thought about. And then stopping power, of course, like, I don't think it should be gone, but I don't think it should be just as strong. I think it should be tested thoroughly, different degrees of it, in, like, a playlist or just overall, like, the whole game, just, like, tweak it a little bit here and there. But, which I know it doesn't work perfectly over internet, because there is lag and stuff that changes, but, my thing is, I've always thought, it's like, what if we reduce stopping power to where there's a space that would normally take you, say, 10 steps to run, but if you're getting hit by stopping power, it takes you 11 steps. It just makes you take one more step in the space that, you know, would normally, so it's not a ton, but it still slows you down, or maybe tweak it to where it makes you take 2 extra steps, or, you know, you have to test that. But other than that, I don't think it should be gone.
Yeah. I mean,
we saw that in Judgment. That was frustrating as fuck.
Yeah. I don't really know so much as far as, like, Hammer Burst and Retro, as far as non-active stopping power. But to me, the Lancer without actives is not, I think it's fine.
Oh yeah, and a lot of the things is the active with the Lancer accumulates stopping power faster because the Lancer gets that rate of fire increase from the active reload.
Yeah.
So shots are hitting faster and accumulating the stopping power more. That's why people are like, oh my god, you know, like, when in reality they're not realizing what it is that's making it that way. They just think it's the Lancer itself. It's like, no, if you take the actives away from the Lancer, not only are you not getting hurt as much, but the actives, or the stopping power is not accumulating as much. So you're not going as slow and you're not taking as much damage.
That's I say leave the headshot multiplier for it.
Yes, me too.
Because that's a skill.
I mean, it's significant, but it's only when, like, it only takes them down super fast when you have actives.
but it's a skill though. You know, it's not.
Well, yeah. All like headshots, like in general, should like anything that benefits getting a headshot, because headshots are hard. Anything difficult should be rewarded. And no, shotgunning is not difficult. I hate when people like take something like that and they'll say, "Oh, well, yeah, well then shotgun should be rewarding because it's the most skillful thing in the game." It's like, no, it's not. It's not even hardly skillful. Like the movement, yes, but you're rewarded by staying alive and getting a kill, or just staying alive in general.
Yeah.
What up, Bean Bean?
Yo.
Back.
I like the Nasher the way it is without actives, also.
Me too. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
And like the range isn't even that bad. Like without actives, actives make the range retarded.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't increase the range. It's just the damage. Like is like the reduction from distance or whatever is a lot. Isn't enough to change or to make the active mute or moot, whatever you say.
Yeah.
I'm not that white. I don't know a lot of